Start, which is a digital programming team. They're teaching the kids how to program their own programs through computer with LaRue, and he's teaching the kids about podcasting and music.
I was like, wow. They were like, why don't you scream? I'm like, I'm screaming.
About a couple of months ago. Everything's been awesome.
You're taking over all the sports with a nighttime version. Is that what you're doing?
We're trying to make it all fun, social, everyone have a good time. Absolutely.
I mean, the atmosphere is pretty explosive. You got DJ going. You got food trucks around here.
Today we're hosting our first annual Lauderhill Walk for Peace, followed by our LHCC Community Resource Fair. I'm completely pleased with how the day has gone. We had a lot of people show up at the Lauderhill Police Department at 7 a.m. this morning.
On the site of Stampede Center in Lauderhill. This is where FEMA are.
Hello everyone, my name is Operator Pilot. FEMA Public Information Officer here.
Of course, listen, I always said if you want to impact the children, the youth, you have to tap into the adults as well. Happy adults, happy children.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Lauderhill TV. I am your host, Millissa Jayne, and I'm excited to be here. It's another week. How are you guys doing? Come on in, get settled down. It's good to see that so many people are here nice and early. People are catching on now, so that's wonderful. Please just drop me a message in the chat so that I know who to welcome. So welcome to Mark and Bailey, number one. Welcome to Mark and Bailey. They were here early. I'm talking about early in the afternoon. They checked in early to make sure that they were the first person here. As a matter of fact, I should give a prize to the first person here. So once we get some sponsors, we'll do that, all right? Welcome to Samantha Sukraj. Welcome to you, my dear. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Anointed Oil. Good evening to you. Good to have you. And also welcome to you again, Anointed Oil. Who else is here? Leave me a message in the chat so that I know you're here. I have some people checking in on WhatsApp. And I need you to be here in YouTube so that you're all in one place. So I don't have to look over there and be looking over here at the same time. All right. Welcome to Marcia with MAEO live scan. If you need your fingerprint scanning, check out Marcia. Welcome to Michelle Richards. And good to see you. And it was great to see you over the weekend at the Black British Heritage Awards. That was fantastic, wasn't it, guys? Ooh, you missed it if you missed it. Joan Whitfield Brown. Welcome, Joan. Good to have you as well. Nice to have some new people in here. Where are you tuning in from? Just drop me in the chat which city you are tuning in from. If you're not in Florida, you can also put what state or country. Pauline Walters is here. Welcome to you, Pauline. Hey, Pauline. The Black British people are here. Those who were celebrating on Saturday night. Welcome, Michelle, again. So it's good to have you all again. I am Millissa Jayne, the founder of Lauderhill TV. And what we do here is share only the good things about Lauderhill. As you can imagine, there's a lot of stuff that goes on, and we like to feature and focus on the good. All right. There's enough people doing the other stuff. We're here to focus on the good. So have you told somebody about the channel? Have you posted it on your social? Have you let somebody else know that we are here tonight? Because that is the only way how we can get this to more people, and people are really enjoying the show, especially how we changed it up a little bit last week, making it a lot more interactive. We're moving a lot quicker with it. We're not having the long drawn out interviews. We're keeping it short and sweet with the segments. All right, so come on in, get settled down, tell a friend, and post it. All right, Pauline Walters. And yeah, definitely take a picture of the screen. You know, me looking at the screen and everything, and put it on social media. And just say, I'm watching Lauderhill TV. You know, tag me, tag a few people. Madeline's here. Good evening, Madeline, our translator. Good evening to our favorite Lauderhill TV friends. Please share everyone in from Lauderhill. All right, come on in, get settled down. Now, I did give you 2 links in the invitation. The first link is if you just want to sit back and relax and watch the show, you know, type in some comments in the chat and just enjoy it from being a viewer. All right. And then the second link is for those who want to come up on the show and be a part of the studio, be a part of the show on the show. All right. So you don't have to click the second link if you just want to watch the show from afar. All right. I already have one guest sitting there in the back room waiting to be brought up. But if you're just here to watch the show, you don't have to click that second link. Just click on that first link. All right, guys? All right. Christine was in the back there. I think she meant to be in the other link. So that's good. You changed over. All right. Marie Chambers is here. Welcome, Marie. What kind of icon do you have there? Interesting. But welcome, nevertheless. Welcome to the show. Welcome, Kiva. Welcome, Kiva Welsh, on the show. She has been a past guest on the show, and I love to welcome my past guests. And if you want to be a guest on the show, just get in touch with me, and we are working on our intake form. But for now, if you want to be a guest, or you want to be a sponsor, or you want to advertise, just get in touch with me. We are building as we go along. All right. A Better Concept PR is here. Hello, Karen Gray. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you. A Better Concept PR. And Karen Meikle is in the back and she's in the front and she's laughing and smiling their away. We're going to bring her up in just a few minutes. Good evening all. Good evening all to Lauderhill viewers and followers and stuff. Oh, we have a nice big group of people here today. So thank you so much for sharing. Fantasy Follies here. Greetings, Millissa and friends. Paula Lee has joined us also from Lauderhill and was also at the Black British Heritage Awards last week. Chef Jones is here. Welcome, Chef Jones. She's saying hi to Karen. It's good to have each and every one of you. So we are going to jump into the show and keep it moving. So the first thing I want to just to let you know that Lauderhill TV, we're here every Thursday at 8 p.m. The best thing for you guys to do is just to save save it in your schedule. Put it on your calendar, save it on your schedule, put it on a sticky note and put it on your computer desk, or leave a message to yourself on your phone, whatever it is, to remind yourself that we are live every Thursday is what I would like you to do, because it's just a staple. It's just standard. We're going to be here live every Thursday. All right. So if you are a part of the show and you agree that you want to be a part of the show every Thursday, just put in Thursday at 8 in the chat. Thursday at 8. Just drop that in the chat. All right. That's the first thing. Just save a message to yourself so that you can remember. And you'll say, you can get an alert when that happens. If you're not subscribed, number 2, if you're not subscribed to Lauderhill TV, go ahead and subscribe right now. Subscribe and hit that alert button as well so that you'll get alerted each and every time I go live. Because guess what? Maybe I might even go live in a spontaneous way, and I might go live on a different day. So just stay plugged in. And the third thing to do, if you really, 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 really want to be connected, is to send me an email. Send me an email. I'm going to drop my email in the chat. Info at, it's going to be now, support at Lauderhill TV, LauderhillTV.com. Do send me an email and you can get on the email list, because you're going to get access to things before everybody else. We're getting ready to launch in the new year. All right. We are going to be launching properly, officially in the new year. A couple of things happened this week that just I'm so thankful for. I'm so thankful for to the city of Lauderhill. My certificate of use is final, and I have that, so I'm official to do business with the city of Lauderhill. All right, so that's one thing. That's people have been congratulated me all day for the last couple of days. So that's one thing, and also I have a partner who is going to be partnering with me to do the launch. And all of these things will be revealed as we get closer to the date. All right. So if you want to be a part of this magnificent movement, feel free to drop me a message. All right. Connect with me. Kalita's here. Kalita Gooden. It was amazing to see you as well at the Black British Heritage Awards show. We met up with quite a few people. And we're going to be doing more events where we can actually get together as friends. All right. So welcome again. And just want to remind you, if you want to just watch the show from afar, click on the first link. And if you want to join the chat, that's when you click the second link. So Ophelia, if you want to be on the show in the studio, you are in the right place. But if you just want to watch, then you could click on that first link in the chat. All right. All right, so let's continue. So 8 o'clock every day. Christine Thomas is here. Thompson, I'm sorry. Christine Thompson is here. Hello and thanks for the invite. You are most welcome. Do come again and tell a friend. Do send an email to support@lauderhilltv.com if you'd like further information. A better concept. Lauderhill is in the house. Madeline, congratulations, Lauderhill TV. For real, we are moving forward one step further each and every week. And Kiva says, congratulations, thank you. Paula Lee, looking forward to the launch. Mellissa, awesome. And congrats, you rock. Congratulations, Pauline Walters. All right, we've got about 2 minutes to go before I bring my guest up. So what we're going to do right now is to let you see the commercials. So don't go too far. And remember, you can advertise for free on Lauderhill TV. Advertise for free on Lauderhill TV while the offer lasts. Call 954-279-3893 for the details.
Are HR challenges holding your business back? At Centric HR, we specialize in providing strategic HR and compliance services that empowers business to minimize risk and operate more efficiently. Call us today at 1-800-570-8149.
Join us for Positioned for Purpose Women's Conference, empowered for such a time as this, Friday, November 3, 2023, 6 to 10 p.m. Register online at www.themeemovementllc.com.
Located in the city of Lauderhill, Mercy's Healthcare Registry have been serving the AIDS community for over 15 years. As a staffing agency, we hire HHAs, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Give us a call today, 954-572-3699.
At Shamslaw Financial Services, we specialize in credit services and insurance services. As a financial social worker, I'm here to help you maximize your credit score with thinking outside of the box.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back to Lauderhill TV. I like to keep the commercial break very, very short, 15 seconds, guys, so that you can get your word across to everybody and then we can get right back to the show. So at this time, I'm going to first bring up Ophelia because I'm not sure if Ophelia means to be here or in the back. So I'm going to bring her up. Ophelia, are you there? Ophelia, are you there? Would you like to come onto the show and tell us anything? Or are you just watching from the back? All right. It looks like Ophelia is just really wanting to watch from the back. That's what happens when you give two links. All right. Again, welcome everyone to Lauderhill TV. We are just about ready to welcome our first guest. Let me see who's here before I do that. Pauline, James Kazango, welcome, my friend. How you doing, sir? And Marjorie Rose, welcome, Marjorie Rose. Let me see. Ophelia, do you want to come up on the and say anything on the show, or you just want to watch from the back?
My phone was frozen. I'm sorry.
Okay. Did you want to say anything? Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Did you have anything you really wanted to share today with our audience?
Not right now. I just want to hear what's going on. If I have anything to share, I'll just come back on.
All right. Well, it's good to have you. Remember, I gave two links in the invitation. You can use the first link just to watch from the back, or if you want to say something on the show, that's where you use the second link. Okay?
Oh, so I need to go back and use the first link.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I'll do that.
All right. See you soon, my dear. All right. Okay. So we are ready to have our first guest up right now. And it's my pleasure and it's my honor to welcome Karen Meikle, MBA. I will go through all the other letters later on. Welcome to Karen Meikle from Centric HR. Experience the power of Strategic HR. How are you doing today, my friend?
I am doing fabulous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. And I must also say thank you for what you do for continuously shining a bright light on Lauderhill. Thank you.
Thank you. And that's nice to hear that. Thank you so much. Now,
I've been living in Lauderhill for over 20 years, and through your lens, I've experienced so many things that I didn't know took place in Lauderhill. So thank you.
Wow, that is amazing. That really actually shows that what I'm doing is making a difference. So thank you for that.
Yes, it is.
All right. So I had the pleasure of meeting you in person last week at the Black British Heritage Awards, just like I met a few others, but it was so nice. And I have to say a big special thank you to you, because you are probably the only person who has watched every single episode of Lauderhill TV.
From June. I don't remember the day in June, but yes, I know it was sometime in June. I met you first at the pitch competition. That's where I met you. And that's how I knew about Lauderhill TV.
That's right. I told you about the Black British event there, right?
And yes, you did.
Okay.
So thank you.
Perfect. We're about to get into it. Welcome to Bath Fountain in St. Thomas. Blessings and peace to you all. And blessings to Marcia Gordon. She says hi. Hi, Karen, as well. All right. So, Karen, tell us a little bit about yourself, first of all.
All right. Originally, I'm from Jamaica. And actually, I'll just tell you a quick story of how I actually got into business, or what, propelled me into business. Living in Jamaica, we were one of the few privileged people in our community that was blessed at the time with a refrigerator. And so my mom, she saw a need, right? And she decided that she could, fulfill that need by sharing her value, because, as I said, we were the only one in the community that had a refrigerator. So she started to sell, what do you call it? It's a different name in Jamaica. I think here they call it ice pop. She started selling, she started selling like frozen drink to the community. And, that kind of sparked my interest in business from then. At the time, I was probably like around 10 years old. So I started high school, Arden High, and most of my classes that I took were business classes, because I just wanted to know more about business and operations and things like that. Straight out of high school, I migrated to the UK. And I was still very much fascinated about business. So I enrolled in the bachelor's program at the University of Westminster. Completed 2 years. I had my daughter, decided that I was going to take a few months off. That few months led into like several years. So fast forward, we migrated to the US. And I think we migrated December 2001, and the January I re-enrolled in the bachelor's business program. So because I already completed 2 years in the UK, I just had to do 2 years. My major was human resources. As soon as I finished that, I jumped straight and did my master's, my MBA. I majored in human resources again, because I just had a thing for compliance and regulation and things like that. After college, started working in corporate in HR. Fast forward, I've worked in HR for over 15 years in corporate, and some of that time was also spent as an educator, teaching human resources at the bachelor's level.
Wonderful. You've got a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge. So could you just explain to us, as newbies, what all these letters mean behind your name?
Well, as I said, the MBA, Masters in Business Administration, the MSHRM, that's Masters in Human Resource Management. Oh yes, because I did go back for a second master's. The SHRM, yeah. Okay. The SHRM CP, that SHRM, Society for Human Resource Management, certified professional, and the other one is just senior certified professional.
Wonderful.
So, yeah,
So well
I'm a
experienced, well knowledgeable in all areas of HR. So let's just jump right into maybe some tips that you can give us as a small business thinking about HR. So what are some business compliance challenges?
Sure. And I'll start out with one, as a matter of fact, I'll give a tip first before I even go to the challenge. The I-9 employment verification form, which I'm sure if you have W-2 employees, you should be aware of that form. The deadline to use the outdated form is October 31st, which I believe that is next Tuesday. So after next Tuesday, we have to start using the updated I-9 form on November 1st.
Okay,
First tip.
interesting.
As long as you have W-2 employees, because if you have independent contractors, then no, they don't need to use that form. Okay. Another tip about the I-9 form, it's a form that if you're not careful, you can mess up, have a lot of mishaps and have errors. And there are several fines for these errors. And I think it's up to $2,700 per violation. So you have to be careful. Exactly. Up to $2,700. Yes. And I'll also speak about hiring undocumented workers in Florida. There's also fines for that. The first offense is $5,000 and more. Second offense is above $13,000, and the third offense is over $27,000. So yeah.
And is that something that came into law very recently?
Oh no, the fines, but they're more enforced with the fines, right? But the I-9 verification form is a form that was in use from around in the 80s. But a new version, they have a new version that it's coming out. Well, it's been released since August 1st, right? So you could have been using it since August 1st, but the deadline to use the outdated one is October 31st.
All right. So we have quite a lot to talk about. I'm going to take another short break, and when we come back, we are going to continue a little bit more. All right. So everybody, don't go too far. We're talking about some HR related information. If you have a small business, there's going to be some things that you're going to need to know. So stay tuned. And when we come back after this segment, we're going to be talking about the youth, another youth program that's going to be that's happening very, very soon. All right. So don't go too far. We have a lot to share with you tonight. Again, just like last week. All right. Advertise for free on Lauderhill TV while the offer lasts. Call 954-279-3893 for the details.
Are HR challenges holding your business back? At Centric HR, we specialize in providing strategic HR and compliance services that empowers business to minimize risk and operate more efficiently. Call us today at 1-800-570-8149.
Join us for Positioned for Purpose Women's Conference, empowered for such a time as this, Friday, November 3, 2023, 6 to 10 p.m. Register online at www.themeemovementllc.com.
Located in the city of Lauderhill, Mercy's Healthcare Registry have been serving the AIDS community for over 15 years. As a staffing agency, we hire HHAs, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Give us a call today, 954-572-3699.
At Shams Law Financial Services, we specialize in credit services and insurance services. As a financial social worker, I'm here to help you maximize your credit score with thinking outside of the box.
Hello again, Millissa here for Lauderhill TV. And I just want to remind you, all of the ads that you saw there, the people have taken advantage of the free offer. So we are offering 15-second free ads while the offer lasts, which will probably be till the end of this year. And then next year, we're going to be starting something different. So take advantage of it while it lasts. And we're talking with Karen Meikle, who is an HR specialist. Could you tell us a few more things about what we as small businesses should expect regarding HR?
Sure. So another thing that I realized that a lot of startup business and even small businesses, they do not understand. There was a new law that I think came into place October 21st, and I'm talking about Florida. So if there's anyone online that is, because employment laws, they're state specific. Okay, so this one is about Florida. So since October 21st, if you have independent contractors that you hire and they made over $600 for the year, you are supposed to report their earnings to the Department of Revenue. I find out that a lot of small business owners, they do not know that. And if you're not doing that, then you're out of compliance. So you can go on Department of Revenue and look for things that are specific for employers, and you can get more information about that.
Okay.
So it's $600 for the entire year.
Right.
And sometimes I speak to yes, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know that." Oh, I thought they just work for me, and that was it. They thought that the person had to work or provide them service continuously, but no.
Right.
$600. If you paid them $600 for the year, you're supposed to report it to the Department of Revenue. And there's an entire form on the site that you go.
Yeah, I was going to say there are things like that small businesses may not know, because not every company has an HR department. And this is where your services come in, right? So for those small businesses who don't have an HR department, I did play your commercial while we had our commercial break there. So everybody try to remember the commercial that you saw. It's Centric HR. Let me take away this banner for a second. Her company is called Centric HR, and the ad, we are playing it throughout the rest of the day and also for the next couple of weeks. So maybe give us one more tip that small businesses who do not have their own HR department may need some help with.
Okay. Misclassification of workers. That one is a huge one. And to be honest, it's not only small businesses, major corporations also. If you follow the news, a lot of time, major corporations are hit with huge fines. I think the last one, I won't name the company, but they had to fork out over $6 million because they were misclassifying their employees. Right? Yes. So there's a difference between independent contractors and there's a different and employees. You can't just call someone an independent contractor because that's what you want. You have to follow the guidelines, and there are several. I won't go into all of them, tonight, but just to let you aware that you have, misclassification. There are huge penalties that comes with that.
Okay.
So and basically why it's important is for tax purposes and also for overtime purposes and benefits. And if you have employees, of course, there are employment laws that you're going to have to adhere to, whereby if they're independent contractors, then no. And then if you have employees, then there are certain taxes that you will have to pay, whereby if it's an independent contractor, then no, you don't have to pay that. So it's one of those that there's a lot of misconception about it, but it comes with huge penalties.
Okay, so let me ask those in the chat room right now, because we have a lot of small businesses. And let me just welcome a few more people. Samantha Sucrash says over $600 have to issue an 1099. The Me Movement LLC, and we also playing the Me Movement's commercial as well. Very informative, informational. Sorry. I didn't know that at all, says I think it's Winsome, I believe her name is. Remind me of your name, the Me Network. Hair is Nash. Now this is Nash Hair and Boutique, the one who has been doing my makeup for the last couple of my big events. This is Nash, and she is crushing it out there right now. We are both in the same business program, and it's so excited to see how she is really adding services to her repertoire and stepping out on faith as well. So wonderful, wonderful. I want to ask you guys in the chat, do you think it would be worth it for Miss Karen Meikle to put on a workshop and educate us on, you know, all of these different nuances regarding HR, especially for us who do not have our own HR department? If you think that it would be useful for Karen to put on a workshop, come back again and do more tips and so forth, let us know. Put in Centric HR in the chat. Centric HR in the chat. If you believe it's Colette, okay, it's Colette. If you believe that we need to have a workshop by Karen Meikle, I'll put her on the spot now, guys. But
hey.
You know, no
problem at all. I am here to serve the community.
All right, so put in Centric HR if you want to see Karen put on a workshop, more informational. And what I am going to ask you, Karen, is to stick around in the back there, because there's a possibility that I might pull you back up again, if that's all right with you, and do another 10 or 15 minutes.
Hey, why not?
Why not? all right. So I'm gonna drop you down. But first, before I do, I want to just ask you one kind of little bit of a fun question. What is one of your favorite places to eat or hang out in the city of Lauderhill? Can you give us one place that you like to eat?
You remember earlier I mentioned to you the place that I mentioned to you is actually not in Lauderhill. It comes on the Sunrise. It's funny on the Sunrise when you check it out. It's right there on University and 44th.
No, we're not interested in. We're not interested in this in Lauderhill.
I thought that came under Lauderhill, you know. So okay, so seeing that well, I can tell you what I used to love, because I really don't eat out a lot, but where I used to love going to was Donna's on Sundays for their buffet, but they're no longer doing it. So Donna's, if you're listening, you know, you would love for the Sunday buffet to come back.
Okay, perfect. And that's Donna's on University Drive in Lauderhill. Okay, perfect.
Exactly.
And that place has changed quite a lot since the days that you used to enjoy the buffet. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
All right, so I do have a few people saying Centric HR. And Centric HR says Samantha, and Marcia Gordon says Centric HR. These are all people with small businesses that don't have an HR department. All right, so we shall okay, all right, so we're gonna have Ophelia come up for a split second, and before I do that, Ophelia, I want to just do one or two more things. So we're gonna just close off this portion with you, Karen, and just give your information for us, so that if anybody wants to get hold of you directly, they can do so.
Centric HR, the phone number 1-800-570-8149, website centric-hr.com. So centric-hr.com.
Okay, so Chef Jones is here. Welcome, Chef. It's better to have independent contracts, especially when you are a small business, right? So that's kind of like a question.
As long as they're really independent contractors and you're not misclassifying, it's up to the business. But the key is for you to know the criteria for the classification and then classify properly.
All right. Maybe we can talk a little bit more about that when I bring you back up. Marcia says, yes, that was very good. So we're gonna drop Karen down. So let's say goodbye to Karen for a moment, and maybe we're gonna bring her back up in a little bit. All right. So thank you so much, Karen Meikle, for coming on the show today. I hope to bring you back in a few moments.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right, so I'm going to take a quick little break, and then I'm going to bring up Ophelia, who looks like she has something she would like to add to the show, which is always great. I like the impromptu stuff. So we'll be right back in about 2 minutes. Advertise for free on Lauderhill TV while the offer lasts. Call 954-279-3893 for the details.
Are HR challenges holding your business back? At Centric HR, we specialize in providing strategic HR and compliance services that empowers business to minimize risk and operate more efficiently. Call us today at 1-800-570-8149.
Join us for Positioned for Purpose Women's Conference, Empowered for Such a Time as This, Friday, November 3, 2023, 6 to 10 p.m. Register online at www.themeemovementllc.com.
Located in the city of Lauderhill, Mercy's Healthcare Registry have been serving the AIDS community for over 15 years. As a staffing agency, we hire HHAs, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Give us a call today, 954-572-3699.
At Shams Law Financial Services, we specialize in credit services and insurance services. As a financial social worker, I'm here to help you maximize your credit score with thinking outside of the box.
Yes, again, welcome to Lauderhill TV. Your host, Millissa Jayne here, and it's good to have all of you with us tonight. Thank you so much for being here. You could be anywhere, but spending this hour with me means quite a lot. We do have a lot of information to share with you today, and we're kind of trying to move things a little bit quicker than the older shows, and people seem to like this new format. And we're also opening it up. So if anybody would like to come and talk about something, they have a few minutes to share what they have, whether it's a business, a product, a service, a cause, an event, whatever it is. So at this time, we're going to bring up Ophelia. Welcome, Ophelia.
Hi, Millissa. Sorry about that. It's a little bit dark.
Yes.
I just want to elaborate a little bit on what Karen said about the 1099.
Okay.
What you have to report on your tax this year. I'm a small business owner as well, and what I found out is that if you accept Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App, and you get $600 and more, you'll be getting a 1099, and you have to report it to the IRS. But if you receive $599, you don't have to report that. So that's something new that's going to happen this year. When you file your taxes. But as far as Zelle, if you accept Zelle is not a part of that because Zelle is considered a third party. And Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, they're private companies.
Oh, interesting.
I'd
Okay.
like to elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ophelia. At some point, we can have you back and we can talk about your business. So just let me know anytime you're ready to do that, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Bye for now. All right. So yes, this is Lauderhill TV. It's a call-in show as well. If somebody wants to be on the show and participate on the show, you can. That's what we're doing here. Welcome to Suzanne Morris. Good to have you here with us tonight. Hans Morel, welcome. Doing the whole waving thing. And you're a DJ, I believe. You're a DJ, yes. And Hans, remind me what you do. I think you're a DJ. Maybe you play steel pan or something. Remind me. And Nash is saying, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, so it's really good information. We're going to have Karen come and do a workshop at some point, and it would be nice if it was in person in the city of Lauderhill. So we're going to try to work for that. Okay. All right. So now we are going to move on to our youth segment. And remember last week I was telling you about a youth program called Only the Beginning. Well, I did quite a lot of interviews there, And we didn't get a chance to play all of them last week. We only played one. And I would love to show you a few more. Hey, Lashes Journey's here. Welcome, welcome, Lashes Journey. And Karen says, as a business owner, it's not good business practice to use Cash App, says our HR expert. Yes, definitely. All right, so we're going to take a look at something from Dr. Nadia Assad, who was at the same event, only the beginning, that we shared last week. So we're going to show a little bit more of that event. All right, just give me 1 second to line this up. And do guys tell me if you hear a echo. I have my headphones on, so now you should not be hearing an echo when I play this. All right, so let's go ahead and share this today. All right, here we go. Good evening, everyone. Millissa, Jayne here for Lauderhill TV. This is a pretty exciting event. Nadia, Dr. Nadia, what is this event today and which part are you playing?
This event is about the community. It's about bringing all the youth together, letting them explore their potential, making sure that they have the adequate resources so they can excel in the community. So that part that I play in there, it's the art work where I give art therapy while they're having fun in the same time. Art is a form of expression. It's one of the tools that many have used years to help us know who we are, where we came from, and where we're going. So today we are experiencing all of those things here in that event.
Now, it looks as if it's not just for the youth here. I see the parents are also getting involved in painting. How did that come about?
Of course. Listen, I always said, if you want to impact the children, the youth, you have to tap into the adult as well. Happy adult, happy children. They get to know what's going on. They have the knowledge. They get to encourage them and make sure they are becoming a backup for when they're forgetting about something and then implementing whatever it is that they learn here at that particular event.
Now, art in your life, where did that come from and how has it helped you?
Art has been an amazing impact into my life. Back in Haiti, where I am from, I used to help an artist paint finalizing his artwork, and I fell in love with it. So in that, I started to paint. Professionally, I learned how to paint. Then when I came here in the US, I used that as an incentive to help the kids learn and as well to sell my artwork, right? And then get the proceeds to do charity events throughout the community and help. I also use artwork in my mentorship programs with the youth at the schools and different community events to help them express themselves. And the same times, the artwork that they do, you use it as a exposition, a boom exposition. They sell their artwork, right? And then you get them to understand that they can have another project underneath of that give them a sense of responsibility and a sense of being a part of the community and helping one another.
Dr. Nadia Assad, as always, you're doing amazing things in the community. Thank you so much for talking to Lauderhill TV.
Always Lauderhill TV, the best. I love it. And thank you so much for interviewing me and letting the people know what's going on into that particular event. Like I always said, together we can.
Together we can. Lovely, 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 guys. That is Dr. Nadia Assad. And we are doing things in the community, covering youth events, covering different types of events. So I'm excited. Now, guess what, people? We have our next guest here in the back. I'm going to bring her up in just a few moments. But first, let's just hear from our sponsor.
Advertise for free on Lauderhill TV while the offer lasts. Call 954-279-38938 for the details.
Are HR challenges holding your business back? At Centric HR, we specialize in providing strategic HR and compliance services that empowers business to minimize risk and operate more efficiently. Call us today at 1-800-570-8149.
Join us for Positioned for Purpose Women's Conference, Empowered for Such a Time as This, Friday, November 3, 2023, 6 to 10 p.m. Register online at www.themeemovementllc.com.
Located in the city of Lauderhill, Mercy's Healthcare Registry have been serving the AIDS community for over 15 years. As a staffing agency, we hire HHAs, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Give us a call today, 954-572-3699.
At Shams Law Financial Services, we specialize in credit services and insurance services. As a financial social worker, I'm here to help you maximize your credit score with thinking outside of the box.
Welcome back, everyone. Millissa Jayne here, Lauderhill TV founder, and we're doing a good job so far. This is our pre-launch. We're going to be launching officially in the new year. We're getting things set up for that. If you'd like to be a sponsor, a partner, a advertiser, let me know. Get in touch with me, and we can work something out. Right now, again, we are offering your 15-second advertisements for free, and all those ads that you saw right there, those are people who are taking advantage of that. The Me Network. If you'd like to come up, feel free to let me know. You could come up today, or you could come up next week before your event. Feel free to let me know. Shout out to everybody in the chat room right now. So nice to have you all. Welcome to Music by Novelty. Nadia looks great, doesn't she always, right? All right, the time is here to bring up our new guest. Let's welcome to the stage Catherine Malcolm, the one and only Jerk Machine. How are you doing, Catherine?
I'm great, Mellissa. This is so great. Good to be here.
Thank you so much. Looking so cool with those glasses. I see that you've put in founder of Jerk Machine and Portobello. Tell us, number one, I think everybody has heard of Jerk Machine. How long has it been running for?
Oh my goodness. Since 1989, we've been in business in Lauderhill. So
wow.
It's funny. Somebody said to me, do you know that you were the 31st company that opened in Lauderhill? I mean, that's something amazing, you know?
That's good to know. That's a good fact for Lauderhill, the
Exactly.
31st. And, and quickly, briefly, tell us what is Portobello as well.
So Portobello is my nonprofit organization. It's a foundation. It's really there to support youth, to train them how to become entrepreneurs and how to build themselves, know themselves as great. This is really what it is. I'm looking to build up the wealth and the well-being of our communities. Not only just Lauderhill. I mean, Lauderhill is my home community, but it's all the surrounding communities that where we are, where we live, where we play.
All right. Yeah. Now, I don't know where Winsome is, if she's planning to be here, but
she said she would try to get on, but she asked me to step in because I know she has queen mode, so I'm here to talk about that as well.
Exactly. Because I can't start anything without first starting with Jerk Machine. But you have been so hot, so giving in the community for so many years. Tell us about your program that you do every Saturday, the feeding program. Tell us about that.
Yes, so this is great. We do a homeless feeding. And it's funny, it started out where we were just preparing meals and giving them out to people just in Lauderhill, because it was just such a huge amount, especially during COVID. It just seemed like people were coming out of the woodwork. You know, people were hungry. And what I was noticing, which I didn't notice before, was there were so many children. Like lots of children that are not having any food. So anyway, which is so great. Winston's my good friend for 20 something years. And, she came in and said, can I help you? And then we started doing the feedings down in downtown Fort Lauderdale. And then we went to North Lauderdale, and we've gone out of town. We've gone to Tampa. We've gone to, oh my goodness, so many cities, Miami. And like the need is there, right? So and we now have people who are also coming in and partnering with us, like the Jamaica Women of Florida. They and worked with us one weekend. So we're inviting people to come because we always need the help.
Yes,
and make the work lighter. It does, So
right. And what is the best way if people do want to help? So now you don't necessarily give out the locations, is that right? But how do
we don't give out the location? No, what we do is we prepare the food at the location, and then the people who are coming to assist us they come and we share it out. So there's such great camaraderie that goes on.
Yes.
We have a little sharing out party, and then from there we then take it in cars and distribute. And we have usually know our locations where we're going. Downtown Fort Lauderdale seems to be one of the biggest places that people request. And when we're coming, it's like they know we're coming. They run after the cars. And what hurts me more than anything else is when we do come to our last and you see the last set of people coming and running. The desperation is like they just got, like they saw other people and now they're coming for something, and that we have more, and it doesn't matter. So if we take 200 meals, it's never enough. If we take 250, it's never enough. If we take 400,
wow. That's so interesting.
So, so what is, and I always say, like, we're not connecting our dots properly, because I know that there are enough people in our communities that can support people that don't have food. So, so we can do something that makes the balance a little better, right? So, and that's just,
we do this for a long time, and
oh my God,
go to the same place, but are people like expecting you to come to this place?
Well, a lot of the times it's near the bus terminal downtown Fort Lauderdale or by the library, so it's not always the same people. But once we pull up and we establish that we're going to be there, then then people do come. And we also do it at churches. And so those are very organized. So the churches already have told people that we're coming, and so we're coming with an organized. So and schools, we've done it at some schools.
Schools too?
Yeah, like at the end of a school year, we might do something where we give the kids for their families, and so it becomes like a giving. It's really good. And this started not just now. This, when I came to Florida in 1989, I used to go down to the beach, and there was a gentleman that was doing the giving of food on the beach. God, I think his name was Howard or John. I don't remember his name, but I do have pictures of him. And I used to take my children, and they would be like, "Mom, why we are here on Christmas Day?" And I would just like, because like we can do something. And we did it so many years until it became like part of like what our dynamic was, So
a tradition.
I do love it.
You have a big heart. You have a heart for this. I mean, where do you think that comes from?
It comes from my dad. I know, my sure. When I was a kid, he would take us. He was part of Kiwanis.
Okay.
And, he would take us on trips in Jamaica, and that's what we did on the weekends. And we would take food for people in the communities that didn't have enough. And he would encourage other friends, and he would just say, "Let's go and just bring what you have." And just it was just really, and it was an amazing time, because it was, as I said, it was a friendship that was being built with other people, and the communities were being expanded by just having relationships with people in the community.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Fantasy Folly, that's awesome. Thank you for your service to the community, says Fantasy. Guys, drop us some love in the chat room, because I don't know why you're all so quiet right now. Everybody wants to glued to their screens. But here's the biggest question, though: where does the funds come from for this?
Boy.
Where,
it doesn't come. It comes very meagerly, right? And we're glad for that which we get. So Winsome also is such, like, I love being around her, because her giving spirit allows my spirit to be bigger. So her spirit is, sometimes I wonder, like, I can't believe that there's somebody that is like that in the world. And she says, "But you're like that." I'm just like, "Oh, you're so
you met your match there."
So it's really good.
So that leads us to really talk about the event, Queen Mode. Oh, here's Winsome sending me a text. Let me know, guys, in the chat if you're hearing an echo or not. Let me see what Winsome is saying. Oh boy. Okay. I'm driving, so Catherine. Okay.
Yeah, man, I got it.
Tell us about this event.
So Queen Mode, this is our second year. So this is Winsome's dream child, or Queen Mode. Yeah, it was a case where, we wanted to celebrate women in the community, especially those who give, right? And just give a lot, and are not necessarily out there in the open and people recognizing them, like looking for people who are like doing it quietly in the shadows. And so last year we celebrated, I think, 11 women who we give of themselves, and this year we're doing, I think, 14, right? So it's amazing women. And I don't want to share who those women are. If when someone wants to come on and say who they are, I do say that, come on out. The event is next week, Friday, November the 3rd at 7 p.m. And we're going to have, the John Canoe Band and all that. It's just a really explosive occasion. I have a great time when I'm there, and people do have a wonderful time. The tickets are $150. If you want to purchase through Jerk Machine, you can get it for $130. So, if you
yes. So let me just emphasize that if you get your ticket, if you go to the Jerk Machine, you get it for $130, and also mention Lauderhill TV. That's the thing, right? You got to mention Lauderhill TV to get that discount. And remember, this is a fundraiser, so don't let the price. Don't think it's a price, but think of it as a you're giving to this cause. To these hungry people, you're giving to the work that these guys are doing each and every week. Every week, Vincent text saying, "Can you come help?" And usually, I have so many things doing with Lauderhill TV that I can't. But I will come out there one of these days.
And I want to say that when people that come to help, they leave expanded and they leave being moved by like how we can do something. They're left that way. So if you've never done it, then it's an opportunity for you to step inside of your own self and just like get outside of your own comfort zone, because that's where we live. We live in our comfort zone, and we live in our like boxes, and we don't need to see what's out there because it can disturb us. But it's an opportunity to see it and be with it and feel it and just get to change it, because it doesn't make sense we're quiet and do nothing. Let's do something.
Something. And I love what you say here. The Distinguished and Esteemed Award, Women Working in the Shadows. Women working in the shadows. That's people like yourself, Catherine Malcolm. That's people like Winsome who are working in the shadows. Will be presented to 10 awesome women. I think you've expanded that, right?
Yes.
Who are impacting lives selflessly. Queens, we honor you for who you are and what you do for humanity. And you have a great lineup of entertainers and hosts, co-hosts and everything. Musical, the DJs is a woman too. So it's a lineup of women who are running this thing, right?
Yes, women, lots of women there. And then what it is we're also looking for the legacy part of it this time as well. So like bringing our daughters so that they also get to see, like this is who we are as women. Women are responsible for this world. We get to change it. We get to move it. We've always been in charge, but hey, it's just a case now where we can settle the world. The world needs some settling.
Looks like we have a volunteer here. Fantasy Folly says, "I'd love to volunteer with you." So we'll have to figure this out. I like that, says Novelty. So
wonderful.
Be a part of something that's good. Be a part of something that is, wholesome and beautiful. Let's just give the address one more time. Where this is all happening?
Okay, so this is going to be held at the Pembroke Lakes Community Club, which is down at 10500 Taft Street in Pembroke Pines. All right, so that's where it's going to be. And we're going to be, advertising it in the store and all over the place. So on the internet, on Facebook. So just come check us out. And I think tickets are available. Did Vincent say where the tickets were available? I'm not.
Yeah, the tickets, which at the bottom of the flyer here, it says tickets from Winsome, her numbers here. Just take a picture, you guys. Janet Mastin, Catherine, and also the Queen Ma. Okay. So there's a bunch of numbers. And also, if you want to make a donation, I asked Winsome earlier, and she said to email help@aidingaids.com. Help@aidingaids.com.
Yes.
If anybody wants to donate, and if you want to get that, let me just drop that in the chat here, guys. It's help@aidingaids.com. Make sure I've spelled that correctly. All right. Yeah. So feel free to donate if you just want to do that too. Any final words, Catherine?
So, again, it's great when we as a community can come together and do things together and support each other. The more that we do that, the energy level continues to lift. It doesn't allow us to stay in that space that brings us down the rabbit hole. So let's keep moving up and bring everyone as you're going up, keep going up and having others join and be part of what's beautiful and wonderful in the world. The world is beautiful, even the ugly parts,
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Catherine Malcolm, I've been meaning to have you here for a long, long, long time. We finally have this event which has brought you in. I thank you for making time. I know you're a busy, busy lady with your restaurant, with Portobello, with this event, with everything that's going on. I really, really thank you and appreciate you.
And thank you, and all the best to you and your launch, and just wonderful blessings to you, Millissa. Just keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you. All right. Have a good night.
Night.
All right, guys. We are literally at 9 o'clock now, so we're not going to bring Karen back to do too much more right now. But Karen, if you're there, you can just come back and say good night. I think it's best probably to just have you back another night. We're trying to keep these shows nice and short so that we can just get to the information and let you go for the night. So I'm going to play the commercials one more time and see if Karen is still here. All right, I'll be right back.
Advertise for free on Lauderhill TV while the offer lasts. Call 954-279-3893 for the details.
Are HR challenges holding your business back? At Centric HR, we specialize in providing strategic HR and compliance services that empowers business to minimize risk and operate more efficiently. Call us today at 1-800-570-8149.
Join us for Positioned for Purpose Women's Conference, Empowered for Such a Time as This, Friday, November 3, 2023, 6 to 10 p.m. Register online at www.themeemovementllc.com.
Located in the city of Lauderhill, Mercy's Healthcare Registry have been serving the AIDS community for over 15 years. As a staffing agency, we hire HHAs, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Give us a call today, 954-572-3699.
At Shamslaw Financial Services, we specialize in credit services and insurance services. As a financial social worker, I'm here to help you maximize your credit score with thinking outside of the box.
Hello again, Melissa Jayne here, and we are going to have Karen back to do a workshop or something. I'm just going to let her say good night, and then we're going to let her go. All right, Karen, thank you so much.
Hold on, let me turn that. This is right in the background. Okay, thank you so much for having me. Thank you. And
You're welcome. And it sounds like many people need your services, even if it's just for an initial workshop and maybe a consultation. Do you do consultations?
I sure do. That's part of what we do. We do consultation, and we also do project work.
Beautiful. So just give your number one more time for everybody, and then maybe we'll have you back again.
Yes. Just let me know. As a matter of fact, I have a couple workshops coming up. I'll let you know, and we'll take it from there.
Perfect. Just give your information one more time for people.
Sure. It's Centric HR. So that's centric-hr.com. 1-800-570-8149. 1-800-570-8149. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. I'll see you soon.
You too. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. All right, guys. So we are keeping this moving. We are at the top of the hour. It's actually 9:03. We are doing excellent on time. Winsome couldn't make it tonight. She's driving. So many things that she's always doing. And Mercedes-Benz is here. Welcome. And thank you so much for being here. Well, thank you, lady, she says. And Keep It Moving says Novelty. She has a song called Keep It Moving. So if you're not familiar with music by Novelty, go search Music by Novelty on YouTube, and you can actually listen to her music. She has a song called Keep It Moving. Remember, I used to have my music show. All right, I'm going to let you go, guys. But we'll be back next week, Thursday, and we're going to be talking about more things that are happening in the city of Lauderhill. We're going to have 4 segments. we're going to have 4 segments for you. Number 1, we're going to have Lauderhill youth programs. Number 2, we're going to have Lauderhill businesses. Number 3, we're going to have Lauderhill entertainment. We didn't do entertainment tonight. However, the event we just finished speaking about, Queen Mode, that's going to be considered entertainment, as well as people. Catherine Malcolm has been a staple in our community for years. So she actually falls into 2 categories. She also falls into the business too, actually. All right. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being on the show. Thank you to my special guest, Karen Meikle from Centric HR, as well as Catherine Malcolm from the Jerk Machine, and Portobello, who is involved in the big event that's happening on the 3rd of November. Again, if you have something that you'd like to contribute to the show, this is your show. If you have an event, if you have a business, if you have services, if you, you live in Lauderhill, you work, play, do business in Lauderhill, we want to hear from you. I want you to be a part of the show as well. So we're going to do this thing together, all right? We're going to come together as a community and make Lauderhill shine, make Lauderhill better, because there's so many things that are happening in Lauderhill, but maybe people always don't know about it. But just as you heard Karen say at the beginning of the show, she said before the show, she didn't realize all the different things that are going on. So I know for sure that I'm plugging a little gap there. We just need more people to hear about it. All right. So if you're enjoying the show, which I know you are because you're here, please tell people about it. Not just tell 1 or 2 people, but send an email to your entire email list. So I want you guys to email me, message me, get in touch with you somehow so that I can give you the material that you need to use to share. I'm going to be doing some flyers, some video ads, some marketing materials to promote Lauderhill TV as we run up to our launch in January. All right, there's going to be a lot more activity. I'm also going through the Lauderhill Shines program. So we're putting things into place like the certificate of use and some partnerships being formed, but we are doing it, guys. So I think we are there. We are there at the end of tonight's show. When are we coming back? Next week, Thursday at 8 p.m. All right. I bid you all a wonderful night, and just check out some of the things that we have been doing with these opening and closing credits. All right. Good night, guys. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.
Yeah, so we got some great people here from Get Start, which is a digital programming team. They're teaching the kids how to program their own programs through computer with LaRue, and he's teaching the kids about podcasting and music.
I was like, wow. They were like, why don't you scream? I'm like, I'm screaming inside.
We're trying to make it all fun, social, everyone have a good time. Absolutely.
I mean, the atmosphere is pretty explosive. You got DJ going, you got food trucks around here.
We're hosting our first annual Lauderhill Walk for Peace, followed by our LHCP Community Resource Fair. I'm completely pleased with how the day has gone. We had a lot of people show up at the Lauderhill Police Department at 7 a.m. this morning.
On the site of Centric Center in Lauderhill. This is where FEMA are.
Hello everyone, my name is Pilot. FEMA Public Information Officer here.
Of course, listen, I always said if you want to impact the children, the youth, you have to tap into the adults as well. Happy adults, happy children.